state corporations based on reports by the Auditor General. We're now joined by our coast-based reporter Tobias Chanji for more updates. Tobias, good morning. Do you have any details entailed in the report?
A very good morning, Brenda. Indeed, as you've rightly put it, the body is mandated to examine reports from the Auditor General concerning matters to do with the state corporations. And with me is the chairperson of the Public Investment Committee on Governance and Education, that is Jack Wanami. We just delve much on the matter. Remember that the debate that is currently on is concerning the funding of private universities and also the public universities. But apart from this, they also have other mandates that we just mentioned briefly before we delve into the matters of the funding of universities. Welcome, Mheshimiwa.
Asante sana.
Yeah. Maybe you can just quickly tell us the mandate and some of the reports that we'll be expecting from this meeting that ends today.
Our mandate is to examine Auditor General reports for state agencies in governance, education sector, defense, and all that. For the past 4 to 5 months, that's what we've been doing. And now we are here to do a report for the whole house. Yeah.
It also comes at a time where we have this debate of the funding of students in private universities and public universities. The government saying there'll be no more funding for private universities. Do you see a scenario that maybe we'll have more students in public universities over this?
The trend has been worrying, to say the truth, where people had become mischievous, and they were deliberately sending now more students even to private universities under capitation, and that means that they were starving public universities, the capitation money, and the universities have been doing very bad financially. Almost most of them are insolvent. And that is why my committee took a bold step to start this debate, that it doesn't make sense for us as a government to continue sending our public students to private universities when public universities have capacity. In this year, for example, we have about 174,000 students who are supposed to be joining university. The capacity of public universities is in excess of almost 200,000. So yes, from our agencies, we can confirm that government public universities can absorb all public students. So as a parent, if you want to take your child to private university, it means you have money. We cannot stop you. Please take them, but the money the government has is going to sponsor students in public universities. We have gotten that commitment from the minister, the PS, and all the agencies that are concerned with this. And we are happy. President also weighed in heavily and said that the government is not going to use public money to sponsor students in private universities. So that is where we are. But on that note, I just want to alert the president that we were going through the budget proposals, and someone has again mischievously sneaked in budget for private universities. Initially, like last financial year, they got 3 billion and something. Now they've even added to 4 billion. But that's something we are picking up with the Education Committee, and that nonsense must stop. Yeah, public universities must come back to flotation, and we are determined, my brother. You know, there is no way why a government should take money in excess of 20 billion, okay, a year to give to the private universities, and yet public universities are starving. So that we are stopping, and yeah, I'm sure we've gotten to the bottom of it.
Yeah, because there are still few days to the D-Day of tabling that financial report. Maybe what I will ask is, do you have time now to expunge it from the bill?
Of course. We are engaging the relevant committee, and because someone just tried to be mischievous. And you know what these private universities are doing? They think they're so clever. They think they can bribe their way through everything. They think they can bribe everyone who stands, on their way of doing business. Because for them is enterprise. And I can tell you, and I want to promise Kenyans, and I can tell you, my brother, that is going to stop.
So lastly, in 30 seconds, when are we going to expect the full report?
We are ready. We've been here whole week. We are finishing on Sunday. We've actually examined auditors' reports from 40 agencies. And I think we are doing well. So immediately after the parliament opens, we are ready with our 2 reports. Yeah. Okay. And we are just doing good work to ensure that Kenya moves ahead. Okay.
Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa, for your time. That is the chairperson of the Public Investment Committee on Governance and Education, Jack Wanami, just telling Wamboka, telling us about the